So we can come up to standing and we can cross our ankles so you can bring the right foot across the left. Take a moment to connect with your breath. And the feet can be as wide as you like, maybe bending the knees. And we're going to try and see if we can now bring the left fingers, grab a hold of your earlobe, the right one, and then bring the right arm over the left and then grab a hold of the opposite earlobe. So we're going to try and bend our knees and see if we can come down, bend, 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 to maybe bring our elbows as close to the floor as possible. And then come up. So try and engage your core. And then we'll do that again. Coming down, down, down. So bending your knees generously. Then come up. And then we're going to cross our ankles the opposite way. So bring that left leg, bring the foot over to the right side. And then again, bend our knees and see how far you can come down. Oops. And then come up again. Well done. One more time on this side. Bend the knees, engage the core, find your balance, come down. And maybe you can bring the elbows to the floor and then come back up. And then release. So let's bring our feet now hip width distance apart. So take a moment to ground your feet, lifting your arches. Maybe lift the shoulders, roll them back, squeeze the blades together, and then drop them down. Breathing in deeply, breathing out slowly, engaging in distribution of weight equal on both sides. Front and back of the feet, checking in with your heart rate, see how everything feels for you. And deep breath in, long and slow breath out. Maybe set any intentions you'd like for your practice. And let's stretch our arms up to the sky, reach up. Stretch, maybe bring your palms together, look up. And then drop the head back. And then slowly bring the chin forward, stretching the arms out to the side, palms are face down. We're going to soften our knees and tilt the chest forward so your back is nice and straight and flat. And pressing down and the hips coming down, maybe the chest towards the thighs. And then reaching the arms forward and up. Sinking the hips down a little bit more. And then bring the arms back to the sides, pressing into the feet, and then gently lifting up. So we'll do that again. So inhale, arms go up, stretch, look towards the fingers, up to the sky, head back. And then slowly bring your chin forward, extending the arms either side. Bending the knees, so sitting the hips down and really engaging the core. Deep breath. Now see if you can reach the arms forward and up, sitting the hips down, really engaging both legs, equal weight distribution on each side, and then slowly stretching the arms back out and come back up and release. So we'll stretch our arms up, reach up to the sky, and then bring our right foot against the calf, or you can bring it towards the inner thigh, but wherever you bring it, try to keep the hips level in line with each other. So this right hip should not come up any higher than the left one. So the hips are still square, and you're trying to press that knee out as opposed to it coming in, you're pressing it out. So breathe here as deeply as you can, stretching up. Now we're going to bring that knee in so it's facing front and the foot is no longer against the thigh. Then we're going to bring it out and then in, out, and then bring it back onto the thigh. See if we can hinge from the hips now and reach forward. Maybe bring the hands to the hips as you come down. Deep breath. And then slowly engaging the core, let's come up. Then release that leg down. So we're going to go to the other side. So weight in the right leg, arms up. Then you can bring that left foot wherever it's comfortable, but instead of the knee coming in, we're pressing it out. Deep breath, hips are square, arms are stretching up towards the sky. Then we're going to move that foot away from the leg and bring the knee forward, and then open, and in, out, in again. Last time out. Bring the foot back to the leg, and we'll come forward, grounding that right leg, foot into the floor. So hands now can come onto the hips. Draw the belly in as you fold forward. Breathe deeply and slowly, gently come back up. And release the leg. So you can shake the legs out. Let's stretch the arms out in a T position. We're going to start to lower the right hand down, stretch the left arm up, so you're feeling into the side body stretch, and now slide this right arm down the leg, so you're feeling into the left side of the body. That stretch there, relax both the shoulders, and now see if you can push the weight now into the right leg and extend or lift that left leg off the floor. Maybe reach the right arm down a little bit more. And then come back up. And we'll go to the other side. So left hand to the side, right arm up to the sky, sliding the left arm down, reaching into that stretch first, the side stretch. Relax both shoulders, core tight. Weight now into the left leg. And see if you can now bring that right leg up. So try to balance this right arm a little bit straighter, pressing that right heel away, and then slowly come up and release. So keeping the feet about hip width distance apart, hands to the hips. We'll do some rotation of the hips, so you can start any direction that you like. Just trying to go into a bit of a circle. You might hear a little bit of popping, clicking noise, and that's normal, nothing to be alarmed about. Then go to the other direction. and come back to center. We can keep our legs wide, extend our arms, come onto the toes. Now bring the palms together to the heart space. Lift up onto the toes, lifting the heels, core tight. Bend the knees and see if you can come down. And we'll bring our hands now to the floor. And let's lie back. So as you lay down, let's hug the knees into the chest first. Maybe just give it a tight squeeze. See how the back feels right now. Relax both your shoulders. Try and keep your chin towards your chest. And if you like here, you can start rolling gently side to side. And then come back to center. And we'll make some circles with the knees, so you can bring both hands onto the knees or just below. And you can go in any direction again. So just try and make some circles as wide as you can with the knees. Now we'll go the opposite direction. And then come back to center. We're going to bring that left foot to the floor and extend the right leg. So here you can interlace the fingers and maybe hold on to the hamstring or your calf. So wherever it's comfortable. If you have a strap or a belt, you can loop it around the ball of the foot and try and bring the leg close to the body. So even if there's a slight bend in the knee, you're bringing it in towards the body, so bending the elbows slightly and really pressing the heel away so you feel the hamstring calf stretch. Now the left leg, try not to just let it just drop to the side, so that foot is active as well. Breathe deeply, chin to chest. Let's slowly bend that knee into the chest. We can extend that left leg and bring the forehead up to the knee. And then relax back down to the floor. So we're just going to make some movements here, right to left with that leg. So just checking in with the hip flexor, being mindful of the movements. And then from here, as the leg comes over towards the left side, we'll bring the left hand towards the knee and bring that knee down into a twist over to the left side. So we can extend the right arm here, or you can bend at the elbow and press into a cactus shape. And the head can be in a neutral position, or you can look over the right shoulder. So we're trying to roll onto the left side of the body as much as you can, whilst keeping the right shoulder on the floor. Deep breath. Slowly and gently, let's come back to center. And we'll now bend that left foot and bring it back to the floor. So the right foot now comes onto the left knee, not directly on the knee, but maybe just below. And make sure that the back is nice and firm into the floor. So the first option, flexing that foot and then pressing the knee away as opposed to it coming in towards the chest. You want to press it down. The second option, to lift that left foot off the floor and keep pressing the right knee away. And the third option, to link the arm through and hold on either to the, actually we will hold on to the back of the thigh this time. And try to hug the left thigh into the chest as you press the right one away from you. So keep the chin towards your chest. Breathe deeply into the stretch here. Relax your shoulders as much as you can. And either keep that left leg bent, or you can now extend it up to the sky as you press the right one away from you. Deep inhale, long and slow exhale. And then gently release. Release the hands. Bring that foot back to the floor, and then bring the right foot down as well. So we'll go to the other side, extending that left leg up, holding on wherever it's comfortable, but avoiding the back of your knee. Keep the chin to the chest, pressing that left heel away, bending the elbows and bringing that leg close to the body. Now pay attention to the right leg, the right foot. It's pressing down, the knee's not dropping out to the side. It's active. And keep bringing that leg close to the upper body. Feel the stretch in the hamstring and calf here. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. And then slowly we'll bend that knee to the chest. You can extend that right leg and then bring the head up, forehead to the knee, and slowly relax down. And we'll move right to left, left to right with that leg. Just checking into this hip on this side now. Then as we come to the right side, we'll bring that right leg bring it over to the right. So using your right hand to the leg and rolling onto the right side, extending the left arm straight out, or you can bend at the elbow. Head in a neutral position, or you can turn and look over the left shoulder, but all the time, make sure that the left shoulder is pressing down into the floor. So breathing into the twist on this side. Deep inhale, long and slow exhale. Gently and slowly come back to center. We'll bring bend the right leg again and bring it to the floor, and bring your left foot onto the right thigh. So whichever variation you've done on the other side, we're doing it now on this side. So if you're interlacing the fingers behind the right leg, you're trying to bring that leg in as you press the left one away from you, keeping the chin towards the chest, breathing deeply. And then here you can extend that right leg, stretch it all the way up. Breathe as deeply as you can. But if you prefer to have the leg bent, you can do that as well. And slowly bend that leg again. And then gently rest it back down. And release that left leg back to the floor. So now we'll bring the legs up to the sky, the feet pressing up towards the ceiling. And ideally you want to have the ankles, knees and hips all in one line. So pressing the lower back into the floor and engaging your core strength as much as possible here. Chin to chest, the arms can come alongside the body or you can bring them behind your head. If you have them behind your head, make sure that you're, well, either position with your arms, make sure that the shoulders are nice and relaxed, so there's no tension in your shoulders and your neck as well. So we're going to bend our knees now. Keep the knees in line with the ankles and then the hips in line with your knees. And we're going to lower the heels down towards the hips, so only the lower half of the legs are moving. From the knees to the thigh, stay in one position, and then you're just moving the heels up and down. So you can extend all the way up if you like, or just up to knee height. And then you're lowering down towards the hips, sorry. So remember to breathe deeply. And if you find that this is not very challenging, all we need to do is now press the knees away so the knees and hips are no longer in alignment, and then you keep going up and down with the legs. So you should start to feel a little bit of energy around the stomach area, the abdominals. The muscles are working hard, contracting, engaging. See if you can do 3 more of these. Last 2, last 1. And then hug the knees into the chest. You can bring the forehead up to the knees. Take a breath or 2 here. And then gently relax back down. So we'll bring our hands behind our knees now, and we can rock forwards and backwards, trying to get to the tailbone up to the shoulders. And then from here, next time you come up, we're going to balance on our sits bone and see if you can extend the legs or bring it in line, the heels again with the knees. Maybe keep a hold of the back of the thigh, or you can extend your arm, but try to lift the chest and open it up. Relax your neck, your shoulders, and breathe here as deeply as you can. Hold and breathe. Then release and come forward and hug the knees. Drop the head. So we're going to just bend our knees and bring them up, feet about hip width distance apart. And then we're going to bring the hands onto the back of the thigh and lean back slightly, so you're in that sort of V shape or C shape, depending on how you look at your body. And we're just going to bring one hand on top of each other as you open the chest and move the arms side to side. So everything else stays the same, and we're just moving the arms side to side. Keep breathing. Another 15 seconds. Five seconds. And then slowly come forward. Take a breath or 2 here. So we're going to continue with that movement, going side to side, but this time we're going to bring the legs into it as well. So as you move one way, the leg comes up. As you move the other way, the other leg comes up. So ideally, opposite leg and arm. Keep going. So the abdominals should definitely feel some fire, some heat into this part of the body. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Come forward and take a breath. And we'll bring our legs wide. And so we're bringing the right leg out, extending it out, and the left foot can come in onto the inside of the right thigh. And so sitting up nice and tall, let's stretch the arms up to the sky, reach up, turn towards this right leg, and then slowly come forward and down. So ideally, you want to make sure that the upper body is sort of facing and squaring off towards the right leg. You can maybe have one hand on either side. And if you're finding that you're really leaning into the right side and kind of going back, try to press this left leg down into the floor. So that leg is active and you're breathing into the stretch. Relax both your shoulders, relax the neck. Deep inhale, long and slow exhale. And slowly and gently walk the hands in. We'll bring that left hand onto near the left leg. Bring your right hand in front of you and lift up. Press into the right foot. Come up onto that left knee and shin. And then stretch your right arm up to the sky. That can go straight up. And you can look up towards your fingers as you lift the hips up here. Breathe deeply. If you want to go a little bit further, just adjust that left hand maybe in front of the knee. And once you find your balance, see if you can maybe lift that right foot off the ground. So engaging your core, pressing that heel away, nice and slow and steady. And then slowly releasing that foot down. And then come back down, sit down. We'll come into a twist now. So bringing that right hand to the left leg, the thigh, and bring the left arm behind your back. Open up the shoulder. Inhale to lengthen the spine towards the sky. And as you exhale, twisting over the shoulder. So deep breath in, long and slow breath out. And gently come back to center, and we'll release and go to the other side. So extend the left leg, bring your right foot against the left thigh. Let's stretch the arms up. Turn and face that left leg and exhale, fold. So perhaps bringing again one hand against each side of the leg. Pressing the right leg down, relaxing both your shoulders, relaxing the neck, breathing into the stretch here on this side. Deep inhale, long and slow exhale. And gently, let's start to walk the hands back in, straightening up. We'll bring that right hand near the right leg, left hand in front, adjust the left foot, press it down, lift up onto the knee and the shin, left arm comes up, adjusting that right hand wherever you need to. Make sure that the right hand is pressing down into the floor. So as you engage your core, if you like to take it further, just slowly start to lean into the hand and the leg, and then lift up. Lift that left leg off the ground, pressing the heel away. And gently rest that foot back down, hand down, sit back down, and we'll come into our twist. So right hand behind, left hand to the right leg, drawing the shoulder back. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Both glutes, both legs back down into the floor, connecting to the ground as you twist and open up to the right side. Deep breath in, long and slow, breath out. Slowly and gently come back to center. We can extend both legs now in front of us. You can bring them close together or maybe hip width distance apart. Try and make sure you're sitting directly on the sits bone, pressing your heels away, maybe curling the toes towards the body. Back straight, inhale, stretch the arms up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, reach forward and come down as far as you can. Let's inhale again, reach up to the sky, stretch. Exhale, hinge from the hips and reach forward. We'll do that once more. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. See if you can extend a little bit further now. Exhale and reach, 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 reach. Allow the arms to just drop wherever they will. And deep breath in, long and slow breath out. So feeling into the stretch in the back body, the western part of the body, from your heels all the way to the back of the head. Getting a nice stretch here. Allow the head to be heavy and feel the breath into the belly as you breathe in and out. You can feel the movement pressing against the thighs with the inhalation and exhalation. Slowly and gently, let's inhale and stretch both arms up, reach up to the sky. And exhale, bring the arms behind your back. So as a first option, you can open up the chest here, pressing both hands firmly into the ground, close to the back, so you're not bringing the hands way back and sort of leaning into it. And the arms are close to the body, shoulder blades coming together. And you can drop the head back and relax your feet here. And the second option, to bend your knees, try and keep them about hip width distance apart. And as you press into your hands, press into the feet and then lift up into a reverse tabletop position. The head is still dropping back and you're using your core strength to lift the hips up. And then gently, slowly come down. So we'll come onto our abdomen now. And bring our forearms into the floor. And you can either bring the elbows maybe about shoulder width apart, and your elbows and shoulders can be in line, or you can walk the elbows, the arms a little bit further, so this becomes a little bit easier. And then we're lifting our chest up as we drop the shoulders down. You can look up to the sky or keep the head in a neutral position. Breathe deeply. Keep lifting the chest up, up, up. Press the hips, the belly pressing down into the floor. Let's come down, so bring the elbows out and allow the chest and head to gently come back down. And we can roll the head slowly from side to side, releasing any tension from the neck and the shoulders. And we'll come back into it again. So whichever variation your arms were in, we come back into that. We're lifting our chest up, dropping the shoulders down and away from the neck. And now we're going to bring our legs involved. So bring the right leg off the floor and stretch that leg back as if someone's pulling it behind you. Keep the chest lifted at the same time as you lift and stretch that leg back. And then slowly release down. We'll bring the left leg up now, stretching it back, lifting the chest as you extend and stretch. Breathe. Exhale to lower. We'll come back to the right side, lift and stretch. And exhale down. Left side, lift and extend. Keep the chest lifted, try not to drop it down, so we're still lifting the chest up and then down. And now if you can, see if you can bring both legs up. Breathe, lift, keep lifting. Lift, 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 breathe. And exhale, legs down, elbows out, chest, forehead back to the floor. You can bring your big toes to touch and heels to drop to the sides. And again, we can roll the head gently side to side. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. So this time we'll bring our hands behind our back, interlacing the fingers, or if you find that this is too tricky, you can always use a shawl or a belt or a strap to hold on to. And we're going to lift our arms away from the body. And then we're going to lift our head and chest up. So feel the chest opening up, shoulder blades coming closer together. And lift up. Breathe deeply. And slowly come back down. Releasing the hands. And allow the arms to just drop to the side of the body. Take a couple of deep inhalations and exhalations here. And then we'll extend our arms in front of us. We're going to bring our right arm and right leg up, lift up, extend it away from each other. Try not to lean to one side of the body.
Keep the weight equal. And release down. We'll go to the left. So lifting that left arm and leg, extending it away from each other. And then down. We bring the right arm and leg again, lift up, extend, stretch it away from each other, and then down. Left side, left arm and leg, lift and extend. Breathe deeply and release down. We come into a diagonal stretch now, so the right arm and left leg lift and extend away from each other. Breathe deeply. And then gently release. Left arm, right leg, lift up, stretching away from each other. Exhale down. And again, right arm, left leg, lift, extend. Breathe and release. Left arm and right leg, lift up, stretch it away. Breathe and relax down. Take a breath or two. We're going to bring only our arms up, and even if you have to bend the arms in a bit of a cactus shape to lift up, head can come up as well. Breathe deeply. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you lift the chest up. Exhale, lower down. Now we'll bring the legs up, lift up, stretch them back as well. Feel as if someone's pulling the legs behind you. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then lower down. Now we're going to bring the arms and the legs up. So when you're ready, take a big breath in, lift the arms and legs up. Breathe. Stretch the arms forward, legs back, and relax. Now we're going to lift up and sort of paddle the legs and the arms. So when you're ready, lifting up and down, paddling, breathe. Keep going. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, relax. Deep breathing. And slowly let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to press into the arms, lift up, push back into child's pose. Maybe bring the knees a little bit wide so that we can rest the back a little bit here, and stretching the arms out in front of us, dipping the chest down into the ground. If you find that the head doesn't quite make contact with the floor, you can either make fists and stack one on top of the other and then bring the forehead to rest, or you can use some pillows at home, maybe a block, and rest there, close the gap. So breathing deeply, allowing the back to relax here. Deep inhalation, long and slow exhalation. Slowly walking the hands in, lifting the head up, allowing the head to be the last thing to come up. We can bring the hands behind the back, maybe walk the hands away and open up the chest, dropping the head back, breathing deeply. And then if you like, you can maybe try to lift the hips up away from the heels. Otherwise, just stay in position 1. And slowly release down. Gently bring the chin forward. We'll come into a seated spinal twist. So we can extend our left leg in front of us, bring the right foot against the left thigh or the knee, and hug that leg in with the left arm. Bring your right arm behind your back. Make sure that both glutes sits bone into the floor. Open up the right shoulder. So as you inhale, think about lengthening the spine, and as you exhale, think about twisting a little bit more. Breathe deeply, slowly. Gently and slowly come back to center and release. We'll go to the opposite side. Right leg extends, left foot against the knee or the thigh, hugging that the left leg in with the right arm. And then the left arm behind your back for support. Weight distribution is equal, so that left glute shouldn't be lifting off the ground. So finding this opening for the chest on the left side now, opening up, looking over the shoulder. Deep inhalation, long and slow exhalation. Inhale to lengthen the spine, elongating up to the sky. And exhale to twist a little bit more over that shoulder. Slowly and gently come back to center. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around. Lift and straighten the spine. Chin up to the sky, dropping the head back. And then slowly bring the chin towards the chest, forehead to the knees. And then release. We'll come into relaxation, so you can lay on your front or your back, entirely up to you. If your back feels sensitive, I would encourage you to bring some pillows maybe behind your knees, or you can keep the knees bent. Then bring the knees in towards each other and the feet are wide apart. Hands can rest onto the abdomen, or you can bring them alongside the body. Eyes closed. Check that the lower back and your shoulder blades are nicely relaxed onto the ground. Breathing in deeply, breathing out slowly and gently. So as you breathe in, feel the abdomen expanding like a big balloon. And as you exhale, feel everything collapsing, relaxing down into the ground. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. Relax your feet and your legs. Relax the hips. Relax your back. Relax the abdomen. Relax the diaphragm, the chest. Relax the hands and the arms. Relax the shoulders, the neck and throat, the face and the head. Relax your whole body, all the facial muscles, all the internal organs. Relax completely. Letting go of the body, letting go of the mind, relaxing completely. And slowly begin to move our fingers and our toes. Breathing deeply and slowly, keeping the eyes closed. Hug the knees into the chest. You can roll to one side. And slowly, when you feel ready, you can press up and come up into a seated position. And so sitting comfortably, take a moment to observe the breath, the body and the mind, noticing any changes, and perhaps bringing your intention back to the forefront of your mind. And taking a moment to give thanks to yourself for investing in your health and your well-being, for honoring your body and your mind today. And joining the palms together to the heart space. And gently taking a bow. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely Easter weekend.